Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to another episode of Mondays Are for the Nerds. I'm your co-host, Jay Wright.
I'm your other co-host, Tristan Stump.
And we thank you for joining us as we recap last week's pop culture news. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Just looked at you and lost my mind.
I have that effect on people.
We hope you've been enjoying our Let's Plays we put out.
Oh, yeah.
We certainly have.
We certainly have been enjoying doing them.
Yes.
And I'm sure Trent has been enjoying, I know he's been enjoying editing them.
I know.
He asked me yesterday, he was like, so, what's next? Is it the next part of this game, or do you want me to start on the other game? And I was like,
the hour one? Oh, no.
And I said, start on the other one. We want to alternate because this game that I don't want to say it yet. You'll see.
Yeah.
Is replacing Mario RPG until we get the new the capture card in, which we need to order that soon.
We do.
Anyway, and he was like, okay. And I'm like, so we'll see how he feels after he gets to
After
those
that
other games.
That one game that's next.
Yeah. Well, I told him, I said, well, that one's really long, and then the other one has so many bits during that one game that we don't even know if we can keep in.
Exactly.
We sang copyrighted songs.
We did.
So we sang some copyrighted stuff that we're not sure we can keep it in because of how the copyright system picks up, even though we're doing it in such a way that I almost call it parody or
I would call it a cover.
Joke, even. But
at the most a cover.
But who knows? Because most of the time, it's not even the singers that are bothered by like their song
like
showing up for 5 seconds. It's the label or it's outside forces saying that they're representing the label, and it's dumb. But yeah, so hope you guys have been enjoying that very much. Did you do anything this week?
No.
Other than the thing we'll talk about later?
I played a lot of Assassin's Creed because, of course, I didn't work this week. But watched more Smosh Summer Games. That's about it. That's literally all I did. I've had a boring week. How about you?
Not much. Not really.
Not much.
Just worked.
It's been a slow week.
I mean, my one day, other than today, my one day off this week
was Let's Plays.
was recording more Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just I have guests coming over, so I have to get things ready.
Clean.
For that.
Makes for what will probably be a shorter episode.
Oh yeah, this is probably going to be a
we both
shorter
don't have
episode.
a lot.
Yeah, we both don't have much.
No.
Next week, it's. I think this was the same last year though, because
August is a slow month.
August is slow, but next week is Gamescom.
Oh no. No.
Which I'll have a little bit of news on.
Yeah.
I do want to say something right now during our small talk, so I don't bring it up. Won't bring it up later. I did realize in the 2 weeks that we were gone, we did get a first gameplay look at Black Ops 7.
Oh.
And I did not talk about it because I completely blanked on it.
Uh-huh.
So I do apologize.
That's right, we did.
Because I try to stay on even games that I don't personally play. I try to keep on top of it because Black Ops is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the most amount of Black Ops 7 news you'll get will be next week during Gamescom.
Yeah.
But more on that
That'd
later.
be awesome.
Nothing much to really
do
small talk about. I did notice that the in LEGO Dimensions, I'm still going through the Ghostbusters 2016 levels because I haven't had much time to play, and I've been like doing a level at a time, and then I'll go play something else.
And those where you can play the full movie, right?
Yeah, that's like the 5 or 6
Beasts.
levels. I can't remember how many levels there are where
or the full movie playthrough.
Fantastic Beasts and Lego Batman movie.
Yeah,
this one.
That's right, Lego Batman.
I would love to have seen which franchises were supposed to get story packs after that.
I know.
Obviously, we know
dude.
the story of the probably story pack that was going to come with Lord of Vortek, and then I don't know. James Bond wasn't confirmed or denied to really be.
I'd have 3 Lego Aston Martins if he was.
But it probably you would have just gotten Daniel Craig because he would have been the Bond at the time, kind of like Doctor Who. I could have seen it being like
whatever Doctor it is at the time, Peter Capaldi.
All of the James Bonds are playable, but the one you get physically is Daniel Craig, which means it'd just be the one that you get with the car set that I can't remember. We both have it.
Yeah,
you have
the smaller one.
Yeah,
I have the big and small one.
I just have the small one.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it would have been interesting to see if like the DreamWorks franchises they were negotiating was How to Train Your Dragon and Shrek and the Croods were the 3 that they were.
Awesome.
And I would imagine, let's see, 2017 to 2018 would have been when that released. Croods 2 didn't come out till 2020 something.
How to Train Your Dragon 3 hadn't come out until 2019.
So maybe they would have done, just for nostalgia's sake, maybe they would have done like a Shrek story pack. So you get like the swamp and you get Shrek and Donkey maybe. Or
Yes.
Donkey's a fun pack where you get to build Dragon.
Yeah.
What are we talking
Yeah.
about? Shrek and then his what would his Lego build be? Because like
Would it be-
because
would-
the Onion carriage isn't
Shrek
until the second
2.
movie unless they just decide to give
That's
it to
what I'm
him.
thinking, 'cause
Kind of
that's
like Marty McFly came with the hoverboard,
Yeah.
even though they don't go over the events of the second game.
So probably that.
Maybe that.
Yeah.
But then you get a Donkey Fun pack.
Yeah, with Dragon.
With Dragon and.
Would Fiona get her pack?
Maybe I gotta also see it being a team pack with Fiona and Donkey, but
Oh yeah, Fiona, Donkey, and then Dragon is like the
yeah
vehicle.
But
quote, unquote.
I know it's weird to think of like, oh man, what if of a game that's 10 years old and for sure isn't ever getting new packs.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to think about I
What
said
we could have
last time,
gotten.
the lost potential of like DreamWorks franchises. Universal was one of the bigger companies that had like a lot of stuff in
Yes.
the first two. I'm surprised DreamWorks wasn't in the first or second year.
Yeah.
What it was is I think one of the problems of year two, because a lot of things happened behind the scenes for year two, but another problem was sales. I think they focused too much on 80s franchises. Like I think for sure putting in the Goonies, E.T., and Beetlejuice
And Gremlins.
were good choices. Gremlins was also like, a good choice.
Yeah.
But Knight Rider, A-Team, as much as I love that those are in there, you
Yeah,
could have had
there's-
those be a couple more like Shrek would have
Mm-hmm.
brought in more sales if you had negotiated with Universal
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. Minions even, because Minions was in the pitch for the original version of the game.
This was 20. What years was it? 17, 18?
17 to 18
Minions came
would have
out
been
in
year
2015. So it would have been
Yeah.
right around the time.
So,
the first
but yeah,
Minions movie.
when they were planning the game and pitching it, Minions was going to be year one content, and then
Yeah.
things got switched around. But it's like, no, Universal was always there from the front. So why?
Why did you not use it?
Why was DreamWorks not included in that talk? Because now was DreamWorks with Fox at the time though? Even then, Fox was still another big. It was Fox, DreamWorks, and Warner Brothers working together on this,
Yeah.
and a little bit of Sony, because Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I don't know. I feel like DreamWorks should have been there
At least
year two.
yeah. 'Cause year 2, I feel like, is where you got a lot of the like. Oh wow.
Oh wow, they
So the ones you don't have Lego sets for.
yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Powerpuff, and then it's like you got Cartoon Network, so Powerpuff Girls and Adventure Time, and Teen Titans Go, but you didn't include any like. You got your nostalgic 80s, a whole bunch of nostalgic 80s franchises, and then
Yeah.
let's do Harry Potter and Lego City Undercover, I guess. Like I don't know.
I forgot Lego City was in that.
It's just it's once again me realizing, man, more lost potential. Especially because
Yeah.
I feel like I'd feel a different way if year 3 got to happen. But
Yeah.
I'm like knowing the franchises they were negotiating, because apparently, according to some people that because I'd been reading online about the development, year 3 might not have even been past the negotiating phase, which is why it's like, why did you announce 3 years of content if you didn't know
Ready
if year
for it.
3 was going to happen anyway, is what makes me think that theory is like, no, they had to have been working on, it wasn't in the game coding yet. It was just, they had to have been like the licenses had to have been agreed on for them to, have to canceled it that late, and there'd be, anyway,
And all these
proof
things.
of these being negotiated. But yeah, it's just a Shrek minifigure, man.
We need a Shrek minifigure so bad.
You think you would have had a molded head, or do you think they would have done like the Black Panther thing, where he
Where they
has the
put, like,
regular
and
head
then,
and
like,
they
the
had the little
head
hat
topper
thing with the
ears?
With the ears.
I would like it to be a molded head, but also knowing Lego, probably be a topper.
Yeah, or it might be like Jake the dog.
That is true.
Where it is a molded head,
Yeah.
but it looks really weird on a minifigure.
Yeah, that's true. Because it got the human. I say human, Lego human body.
Anyway, so that's a rabbit hole I've been down of like, man, it would have been nice. I always thought Nickelodeon franchises were a shoe-in, but Nickelodeon had to deal with Mega Bloks at the time.
Yeah.
I think that was literally the only reason, because like Avatar was another rumored franchise for
And SpongeBob, they'd had Lego sets.
Yeah, and Avatar was a rumored franchise for year 3,
Avatar
but
had
it
Lego
was the
sets.
James Cameron Avatar was a rumored it would have been
I'm
cool
kidding. Yeah, it would have been
to
cool.
explore in a Lego game.
Yeah.
Especially because that totally would have been a level pack, not story
Absolutely.
pack. That totally would have been a
Yeah.
level pack. And that would have been one of the franchises where only a level pack represents it, and I would have been perfectly fine because
Yeah.
you have the one character, and then
Yeah.
and year 2 they introduce characters that have multiple characters within them, so you could introduce like 2 or 3 other Avatar
Yeah.
characters, human him and Avatar him, and then maybe
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's just
Good.
like
Have the little dragon thing.
Yeah, but it's like I always thought
the horse.
Nickelodeon would have been great, and the franchises from Nickelodeon, because it was like, okay, Cartoon Network got 3, Nickelodeon you get 3. And my little like fan fiction Lego Dimensions year 2 thing I made after year 1 came out was like, you get SpongeBob SquarePants as a franchise,
absolutely,
a level pack based on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get the paddy wagon, and I always thought like, okay, well they have like the arcade stations and the BMO stations for Finn. What if they had grilling stations? So you get a Lego Krabby Patty grill, and so you use it, and you have to like do a little like short time event to make Krabby Patties, and you get mini kits or something. And then a team pack with SpongeBob or with Patrick and Squidward.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick will get the invisible boatmobile.
Oh, yes.
And then Squidward would get like his little bike, and then a fun pack with Sandy, and it's her rocket. And it's like those are that's kind of the like perfect the core four of like that are included a lot. Like Mr. Krabs would have been cool, but Mr. Krabs,
you'll see him in the world.
He'd give a collect me money bags from around the hub world, but it's like, man, it would have been so cool. And then like I like pictured in my head SpongeBob and Patrick having jellyfishing mechanic. It's kind of like a mix of ghost busting swarms and master building, where you have to like place them on certain parts of the board, and then they like collect jellyfish with their nets. Like, it would have been such a cool. And then Ninja Turtles would have just been
there.
Just cool.
You would have gotten all 4.
It would have been based on probably the 2012 show at the time.
Yeah.
Or they could have pulled Scooby Doo, where it's just based on like the lore. And that's more 80s nostalgia.
Yeah.
You do all the 80s nostalgia in year 2.
You could have gone
replace A-Team, because Knight Rider has Kit in the car and stuff like. But yeah, replace A-Team with Ninja Turtles and have it based on the 80s cartoon, and then like
that's something that
cool.
is
And then
the
a third
80s,
Nickelodeon franchise, probably Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
honestly, but another cool option would have been like maybe like if you do like a out of nowhere one. Danny Phantom, something where it's like it makes sense to be in there, but it's like, man, would have been cool to have Nickelodeon involved.
Yeah.
Heck, even just Viacom in general, because
I want more Lego Dimensions, and I know we're not going to get them.
I will never get it again, especially because Warner Brothers has told TT Games they're limited to Warner Brothers franchises now for the Lego games, and there's a rumored Batman game, like Lego Batman 4, and it's rumored to only be based on the live-action Batman movies.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, so you get Batman, which is like loosely based on the 80s, 90s movies, and then you get Batman 2, which expands it to other DC characters but focuses on Batman still. You get 3, which is supposed to have been...
Is that one Beyond Gotham?
Yeah, that's Beyond Gotham. Boring hub levels because it's just random planets race around the rings. But like... You still it expands to the rest of the Justice League and stuff, and then DC Supervillain just blows that out of the water.
Yeah,
and then you're going to go back and limit yourself to characters in the live action. And we get
maybe like 8 or 9 villains.
Yeah, so it's like, and it's supposed to be like Skywalker inspired, like Lego Batman Saga thing, where it's like I have to see what the real version is because that sounds so limiting.
Just open world Lego Batman game.
Yeah,
with the Justice League and everything.
Anyway, all right. So good. We got our small talk in.
Should I get into my releases?
I knew I'd find a way to get us to get Lego small talk in. Yeah, let's talk more Lego Dimensions.
On the movie side of things, on VOD Digital, Friday, August 15th, Superman was released. In theaters on Friday, August 15th, Nobody 2 came out. Workaholic assassin Hutch Mansell takes his family on a much-needed vacation to the small tourist town of Plummerville. However, he soon finds himself in the crosshairs of a corrupt theme park operator, a shady sheriff, and a bloodthirsty crime boss. I did see it last night. It was really good. I like how they said they went with, like, there's not a lot of, like, story to it, but they tell the story through the action. And I'm like, I love that. Some of the action, listen, we got a Celine Dion needle drop, and that's 2 times we've gotten a Celine Dion needle drop in an action movie in 2025. I'm here for it. Loved it. Highest to lowest for the 3rd episode in a row. When a powerful music mogul is targeted by a ransom plot, he is forced to fight for his family and legacy while jammed up in a life or death moral dilemma. Witchboard for the second episode in a row in New Orleans. Emily, played by Madison Eisman, and her fiancé Christian, played by Aaron Dominguez, are opening their new dream cafe, but their dreams are dashed when Emily finds an ancient, cursed witchboard, an ancient artifact that once served as a gateway to the spirit world. Americana came out. A gallery of dynamic characters clash over the possession of a rare Native American artifact in this wildly entertaining modern-day Western. After the artifact falls onto the black market, a shy waitress with big dreams, played by Sydney Sweeney, teams up with a lovelorn military veteran, played by Paul Walter Hauser. Jimmy and Stiggs, I think I'll be seeing that Sunday. Jimmy and Stiggs came out. A perfect storm of lousy news sees out-of-work filmmaker Jimmy Lang spiral into a bender, during which he claims to have been abducted by aliens, and fearing their return, he contacts his old friend Stiggs to help him gear up for war. And Checkpoint Zoo got a limited release. The documentary follows a group of Ukrainian zookeepers and volunteers who risk their lives to rescue animals trapped in Feldman Eco Park during the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. On streaming, Wednesday, August 13th, of course, Fixed came to Netflix after learning he's getting neutered. A dog is 24 hours to squeeze in one last balls-to-the-wall adventure with the boys. On the TV side of things, Monday, August 11th, Marvel's Iron Man and His Awesome Friends had its series premiere on Disney+. Tuesday, August 12th, saw the 2-episode premiere of Alien Earth on FX and Hulu. Wednesday, August 13th, Sausage Party Foodtopia Season 2 for the second episode in a row dropped on Amazon Prime Video. And Friday, August 15th, Limitless with Chris Hemsworth Season 2 came to Disney+. On music, I do have two pieces of music news. Golden by Huntrix from K-Pop Demon Hunters for the second episode in a row has reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, which is the first number 1 for a female K-pop artist ever, first number 1 for a girl group since Destiny's Child, and the second song from an animated film to reach number 1 this decade. I believe the first one being this decade, 2020s. I was going to say Sunflower from Spider-Verse. And then Taylor Swift reveals her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, on the New Heights podcast, featuring 12 tracks titled The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Father Figure, Eldest Daughter, Ruin the Friendship, Actually, Wish List, Wood, Cancelled, Honey, and The Life of a Showgirl, featuring Sabrina Carpenter, produced by Max Martin and Shellbag, and releasing on October 3rd. That is all of my releases for this week.
I got some releases this week. August 11th, we had Dead Zone Rogue on PC from Prophecy Games. Dead Zone Rogue is a roguelite FPS set in space. Blast through swarms of hostile machines, combine powerful augments and elements to forge your build, and grow stronger with each run, solo or in co-op. Madden NFL 26, released on Xbox, Switch 2, PC, and PS5 from developer Tiburon and publisher EA. EA Sports Madden NFL 26 leverages a new AI-powered machine learning system. Not bad AI, guys. It's not generative.
Good.
I would assume it's not generative.
Yeah.
It is EA. I wouldn't put it past them. But that's probably like, it's machine learning. Video games have used this AI before.
Yeah.
To convert thousands of plays from nearly a decade of real NFL data into more, that's what it is, into more explosive gameplay. I could have continued reading before I immediately stood up for the copy and paste NFL game. But yeah, they probably got like actual data and fed it into the computer, and the computer uses that to teach the computer players how to play.
Yeah.
That I would assume that's what it is, because
Yeah.
I feel like if it was generative, I would have heard about
We would have heard
it.
it.
Yeah. Passant, a chess roguelike on PC from Mark Makes Games. Passant is a chess roguelike that changes all the rules. Progress through challenging rounds while collecting powerful pieces and game-changing items to seize victory. Whisper Mountain Outbreak, released on PC from Toge Productions. Escape room meets co-op survival horror. The year is 1998, and an ancient curse has been unleashed, trapping everyone on Mount Basilk. Alone or with up to 4 players, you must explore, find clues, and figure out a way to escape and survive the horror. August 12th, Abyssus, released on PC from developer Double Moose Games and publisher The Arcade Crew. Choose your loadout, blast through corrupted denizens of a sunken civilization, and wield godly powers in Abyssus, a fast-paced 1 to 4 player first-person shooter and roguelite brine punk adventure. Dinotopia entered early access on PC from developer XA Studio and publisher Celestial Studio. Welcome to Dinotopia. Stomp into a mysterious and dangerous world filled with action, adventure, and companionship. Together you'll fight, build, farm, and more as you work toward creating a unique home that is truly your own. Echoes of the End, released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation from developer Mike Here Games and publisher Deep Silver. Embark on a perilous journey to rescue your brother and prevent a looming war. Harness the power of devastating magical abilities to conquer enemies, traverse treacherous landscapes, and unveil the hidden history of Ama. Fallen City Brawl, released on PC from developers Fallen City Studio and publisher East Asia Soft Limited. Brawl through the city in hard-hitting pixel art style inspired by arcade classics. Inspired by arcade beat-em-ups of the late 80s and early 90s, Fallen City Brawl is a story of ambition and revenge told through intense side-scrolling pixel art action. Rah Rah Boom, released on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation from Guile Games. Grab your pom-poms and gear up for 4-player co-op action with a modern twist. Rah Rah Boom rockets you into a future Earth overrun by rogue AI. Battle waves of enemies and upgrade your ninja cheerleader skills as you beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, and smash 'em up through the chaos. That actually sounds awesome. The screenshots caught my... It reminds me a little bit...
Just Ninja Cheerleader alone.
It reminds me a little bit of... I think, what was it called? Hayden and I used to play the crap out of it when he and I were living together. Was it Full Metal Furies? Yeah, Full Metal Furies, which is like this cooperative action RPG take on the... you play as the Furies. And anyway... It reminds me a little bit of that. And also on August 12th, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 Enhanced Edition, released on PC, Xbox, and PS5. August 13th, Dungeon Stalkers entered early access on PC from One Universe Co. Dungeon Stalkers is a PvEVP, player versus environment versus player, dungeon crawler game where you experience the journey of exploration and survival in a classic RPG. Join forces with your companions to defeat other adventurers and monsters and acquire equipment and treasures, then escape safely from the witch's curse. August 14th saw the release of A Fistful of Yankees on PC from developer Pulsar Creation and publisher NDIO. There's only one rule in the Wild West, the rule of the gun. Lead a fistful of Yankee soldiers on a mission to bring order to this chaotic frontier, facing desperados, robber barons, and more in a spaghetti western, real-time shooter adventure like no other.
Ooh.
Beneath the Six entered early access on PC from Magic Cave. Beneath the Six is a traditional roguelike set in a fractured world long forgotten by space and time. Collect powerful dice sets, use them to forge valiant adventurers, and explore daily randomized dungeons full of trinkets, traps, and treasures. Dice Gambit, released on PC from developer Chromatic Inc. and publishers Spellkoltivet and Whisper Games. Shape and lead your own fully customizable and debt-ridden family of inquisitors in charge of hunting the chromatic monsters infesting the city. Unlock unique abilities, hang out with eccentric nobles, learn the secrets of the city while occasionally delivering ice cream. Drag X Drive, released on Switch 2 from Nintendo. Hold each Joy-Con 2 controller like a mouse for tight control of both your wheels as you speed around the court. Raise your hand and flick your wrist to shoot and score. Team up with or take on friends and other players from near and far online in fast-paced 3-on-3 basketball matches. So this is the basketball wheelchair game where you use both Joy-Con as mice, and you do that. You use both to go around in your wheelchair and then play basketball.
I love that.
This consensus seems to be that everyone was right on their first initial reaction to the game's announcement of, that seems fine. I've heard it's fine. It's not great. It's not bad.
It's not
it's like, okay.
It's like neat,
sure. It's a little bland, but okay.
Yeah.
But I've also heard it does have a similar feel to Wii Sports Resort basketball, which is fun. So, but yeah, it seems fine. It's only $20, I think, but I probably won't play it. It is an eShop exclusive. It is not a physical release. Irakura Area, released on PC and Switch 2 from Mages Inc. and publisher P-Cube. The Iwakura Mansion holds a dark secret. Ichiko, the new young maid, joins looking for nothing but safety and security, but would soon find herself entangled with the beautiful daughter of the Iwakura household. Unravel the secrets of the Iwakura Mansion in this gripping suspense visual novel. Lord Ambermaze, released on PC from developer Potato Company and publisher HeroCraft Inc. Lord Ambermaze is a charming adventure set on a mysterious island where the world only moves when you do. Battle quirky enemies, solve clever puzzles, bond with the island's dwellers, and save your little sister by uncovering the Dark Lord's terrible secret. Ovis Loop entered early access on PC from LifeFuel, a pixel art action roguelike with dynamic combat, player-led combo crafting, and post-apocalyptic battle of wolf and lamb. Step into the shoes of the robot sheep Omega to wield sci-fi weapons and gather evolving skills to protect your flock. Jump into the loop and create a unique combat style. Robert on Earth, released on PC from developer Rimruff Snart and publisher 2P Games. In a future where machines replaced all life, a small robot named Robert awakens. Manage an underground farm, grow strange crops, mine, fish, explore, and befriend robotic allies as you uncover the secrets of a forgotten world. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown made its way to Switch and Xbox. And on August 15th, Off, released on Switch and PC from developer Mortis Ghost and Fangamer and publisher Fangamer. I'm the batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. One of the most influential RPGs of the last 20 years is finally coming to Steam and Switch. Take control of the batter as he seeks to purify an uncanny and hopeless world haunted by specters, guided by a cryptic, grinning cat called the Judge.
I love that. I want to play that.
It is an old game, and I'm so glad it's gotten re-released. And I think there's some new content in the game. I think the last time I talked about it, it was confirmed there's some new content, but it is really cool. Mm-hmm. Those are my releases this week.
I got my first batch of miscellaneous and posters. We got posters for Bone Lake, Marty Supreme, K-pop Demon Hunter Sing Along theatrical release, The Conjuring Last Rites, character posters for Honey Don't, After the Hunt, and Fallout Season 2. In terms of trailers, we got trailer for the docuseries Mr. Scorsese, releasing October 17th on Apple TV+, Haunted Hotel, releasing September 19th on Netflix, Swiped, releasing September 19th on Hulu, Eleanor the Great, releasing September 26th in theaters, Task, premiering on HBO on September 7th, Only Murders in the Building Season 5, which will have its 3-episode premiere on September 9th on Hulu. I did show my dad that, and he loved it. Plainclothes, releasing September 19th in theaters. Marty Supreme, releasing on Christmas in theaters. Steve, releasing October 3rd on Netflix, a.k.a. Charlie Sheen, releasing September 10th on Netflix. Wednesday, Season 2, Part 2, releasing September 3rd on Netflix. And Rabbit Trap, releasing September 12th in theaters. In release dates, Deliver Me From Nowhere was announced that it will have its world premiere at New York Film Festival on September 28th. And Shrek 5 was delayed to June 30th, 2027, which means within 1 week we'll be getting Shrek 5 and Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. In castings, Noah Centineo has been cast as a young Rambo in a Rambo origin film from Sisu director Jalmari Hilander. Scott Rose Marsh might have auditioned to be the next James Bond. He was brought in to screen test for a film and had to read sides from GoldenEye and given one instruction, quote, don't impersonate a previous Bond. Extraction spinoff series has cast Boyd Holbrook alongside Omar Sy. Baz Luhrmann's Joan of Arc biopic Isla Johnson is in talks to star. It was announced today that Regina Hall and Anna Faris will officially return for Scary Movie 6, and Cameron Monaghan will reprise his role as Cal Kestis in LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. And that is all for my first batch of miscellaneous.
In my gaming news, Chibi Robo is being added to the GameCube NSO app on Switch 2 August 21st. The Tribe DLC was announced for Drop Duchy coming August 18th. Use exclusive Stonehenge-inspired buildings and the new Constellations mechanic. Henry Halfhead has confirmed a release date of September 16th on Switch, PC, and PS5. Nexon Games announced Korean action-adventure game Wuchi the Wayfarer, following the Dosa Jian Wuchi, the Mage of the Way, who uses the incredible power to trick the corrupt and fight injustice, coming to PC and consoles. Dark fantasy RPG Asterfell was announced by Mysteria Studio. Awaken in Asterfell after shipwreck and align with different factions to explore an island in search of forgotten secrets. A first look was given to the traversal gameplay of upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VR game Empire City. Werebuff Studio announced Thai-inspired horror game Kumin the Wandering Spirit. Help Kumin return home after being kidnapped by dark forces, coming to PC. Zoocosis launches on PC and PlayStation August 25th. LEGO Voyagers got a release date of September 15th on all major platforms. That's that co-op Lego where you play the little piece guys.
I can't remember if that was that or the Mario Party one.
No, the Mario Party one I think is also releasing in September. I can't remember. Wasn't announced this week, so I can't remember. Right. Davy X Jones enters early access August 28th on Steam. Football Manager 26 was announced. a soccer management simulator coming soon. The Secret of Weepstone was announced, a dungeon crawling RPG from Talesworth Game Studio. Has a black and white hand-drawn aesthetic. Crosswind enters early access in 2026 on PC. Chicken Run Extraction releases October 24th on all major platforms. Dark Deity 2 is being ported to Switch on September 4th. Power Wash Simulator 2 has officially set its price upon release to $24.99.
Nice.
We don't have a release date yet, but pretty cool.
That's not bad.
I'm just hoping, because I want to say House Flipper and Power Wash Simulator 2 are owned by the same people. House Flipper 2 is getting Scooby-Doo content. Power Wash Simulator 2, Washing the Mystery Machine.
Dude.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
We got SpongeBob and Shrek in the last one. Give me
and
this.
Wallace and Gromit.
And Wallace and Gromit, yeah. That was literally the last DLC for Power Wash Simulator 1 was Wallace and Gromit.
We need to do a Let's Play Power Wash Simulator.
We do. We got to make sure we have good talking points for that one, because that'd be real.
Or we just zone out.
Survival game of Peaks and Tides was announced. More information will come next week at Gamescom. Car Park Capital was announced, a parody of Tycoon games coming to PC. Stolen football equipment, ghostly music, and more mysterious occurrences are happening throughout town. And only one ace detective and his stalwart allies can solve the case. Coming October 10th on all major platforms from Game Mill Entertainment is Snoopy and the Great Mystery Club. Solve mysteries and explore secrets throughout town utilizing the special skills of your favorite Peanuts cast members.
No way.
Yep.
Dude.
Looks cheap and looks like it's aimed at kids. Open world-ish. Like you're exploring town and solving mysteries, but it's a kids game, so I'm sure it'll just kind of push them in the right direction.
Yeah.
But you play a Snoopy and you get up to 3 other of the Peanuts kids to follow behind you, and they all have different things they can do to help you solve mysteries.
Dude.
It looks cute. Like, it's definitely aimed at kids, so it's probably going to be really easy and like cheap and stuff.
Buy and
but
finish in one day.
Yeah, but it looks cute. And finally, Jeff Keighley listed the following games for Gamescom opening night next Tuesday. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Resident Evil Requiem, Ghost of Yotei, Ninja Gaiden 4, The Outer Worlds 2, Silent Hill F, and World of Warcraft Midnight, plus other unannounced and various games.
Yeah.
So Gamescom kicks off next Tuesday. I believe it'll be 2 p.m. Eastern time when it starts, because that's like 8 o'clock or so in Germany, where Gamescom is usually held.
Yeah.
So
we'll probably have that up as we're recording.
So no, Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
So I mean, it might still, but let me see what dates Gamescom is going. It's the 20th through the 24th. So it'll be done by the time.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Friday.
No, Rip. Tuesday 20th, Wednesday's the 21st, Thursday is the 22nd. Okay, so it ends on Sunday.
Okay.
So it'll still be going on, but like the last day is usually not. They usually get their announcements out of the way so people can pay attention to everything else. Yeah. But yeah, that is my gaming news this week.
I have my last batch of miscellaneous. In new looks, we got new clips from Nobody 2, Highest to Lowest, and Fixed, all before they came out. We got a new look at Cillian Murphy and Steve, and a new look at Chris Evans and Honey Don't. First looks, got our first look at Daniel Day-Lewis in his first role after retiring 8 years ago in Anemone. He was brought back because his son directed it. We got a first look at Paul Mescal and Jesse Buckley in Hamnet. First look at Aaron Taylor Johnson and David McKenzie's high school Fuse. First look at Timothy Chalamet, Tyler the Creator, Gwyneth Paltrow, Mr. Wonderful, and Fran Drescher and Marty Supreme. First look at Sisu 2. First look at Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy in Vote Rising. We also got our first look at Bombsight, Torpedo, and Private Angel. And we got our first look at Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake Season 2. In box office earnings, Jurassic World Rebirth has passed $800 million worldwide, currently the third highest grossing Hollywood movie of 2025. Weapons, for the second episode in a row, opened with $70 million worldwide, but on a budget of $38. Warner Brothers has become the first studio in history to have 6 consecutive films earn $40 million plus openings. That being a Minecraft movie opening with $162.8 million, Sinners with $48 million, Final Destination Bloodlines with $51.6, F1 with $57, Superman with $125, and Weapons with $42.5 million, and half of those were original films. Glenn Powell for the second episode in a row, The Running Man, also for the second episode in a row, has been delayed 1 week to November 14th, which means Edgar, thank you for the birthday present, my guy. Thank you, good sir. And new announcements. A new animated Addams Family movie is in the works with Wednesday creators Alfred Gogue and Miles Miller developing it, but it will not be connected to the Netflix series. Brandon Sklenar, Lakeith Stanfield, Jason Clarke, and Trevante Rhodes will star in Fast, written by Taylor Sheridan. The film follows a former commando who must lead a Black Ops strike team against CIA-protected drug dealers in his town. Joe Jonas has seemingly revealed that Camp Rock 3 is happening. Warner Brothers and Zach Cregger are already having talks about making a weapons prequel movie about Aunt Gladys. Angelina Jolie will reunite with Mr. and Mrs. Smith director Doug Liman to star in a new spy thriller called The Initiative. The film follows a rogue master spy who gets a new recruit onto her team who is worried she is trying to kill him. A new film in the World War Z universe is seen as a priority for the new Paramount film executives. Brie Larson, Jack Quaid, Lily Collins, and Henry Golding will star in a new theatrical comedy, Close Personal Friends. The film follows one couple that meets and befriends a celebrity couple while on a trip, but lines begin to get crossed. And Chris Hansen is working on a documentary that will investigate Roblox's handling of child safety issues. In miscellaneous mentionables, Aardman has been awarded the Guinness World Record title for most claymation feature films made by a single studio. Universal has acquired the rights for the Jason Bourne franchise in perpetuity. The live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin movie is still in the works and will be rated R. And major New York Comic-Con panels happening were revealed to be Marvel Animation and Marvel Television. Invincible Season 4, The Running Man, a cast reunion of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sony Pictures' upcoming film slate, and Blumhouse's upcoming film slate, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Bat Fam, It, Welcome to Derry, Talamasca / The Vampire Lestat, DC KO, What's Next, Mercy First Look, X-Men Days of Future Past reunion featuring James McAvoy, Nicholas Hoult, and Elliot Page, Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake Season 2, Ryan Murphy's The Beauty, and Marvel Comics' Next Big Thing. Of course, it runs through October 9th through the 12th. And that is all for my miscellaneous news.
Anniversaries have returning.
Yes.
On August 10th, we got the 15th anniversary of Scott vs. the World, the game on PS3. On August 11th, we got the 61st anniversary of A Hard Day's Night, the 25th anniversary of Paper Mario on Nintendo 64, the 10th anniversary of Everybody's Gone to Rapture on PC. On August 12th, we had the 20th anniversary of The Skeleton Key. On August 13th, we had the 15th anniversary of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
I was wondering.
The 15th anniversary of Den Brother, and the 15th anniversary of The Expendables. August 14th saw the 10th anniversary of Straight Outta Compton, the 10th anniversary of The Man from U.N.C.L.E., the 53rd...
I love that movie.
The 53rd anniversary of The Way of the Dragon. And August 15th saw the 25th anniversary of Chrono Cross on PS1, and August 16th saw the 30th anniversary of The Usual Suspects and the 20th anniversary of Death Jr. on PSP.
Nice.
That is my anniversaries this week.
I do have today in pop culture history. On Sunday, August 10th in 1947, after being a radio show, Candid Camera moved to TV, and Antonio Banderas had his 65th birthday. Monday, August 11th, 1942, actress Hedy Lamarr and composer George Antheil received a patent for a frequency-hopping communication system, which later became the basis for modern technologies like wireless telephones and Wi-Fi. You wonder why I threw that on pop culture, because it influenced a lot of spy stuff. Milestone birthdays were Viola Davis turning 60. On Tuesday, August 12th in 1928, Mickey Mouse was copyrighted. And Peter Krause turned 60 and Casey Affleck turned 50. Wednesday, August 13th in 2013, Google Incorporated suffered an outage for 5 minutes. All of its services, including Google Search, YouTube, and Google Drive, experienced this outage. During that brief time window, the world's internet traffic dropped by a monstrous 40%. I remember that happening when I was in school.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was wild.
Were you in high school at that point?
Let's see, what was it?
2013?
2013?
Would have been 8th grade?
That would have been the 7th or 8th grade. But I remember it happening because my English teacher at the time.
Yeah.
Everything we did in that class was on Google Drive.
Exactly. We couldn't do anything. Thursday, August 14th in 1933, Oxydol's own Ma Perkins debuted on Cincinnati's WLW and became the first successful national radio soap opera. Friday, August 15th in 1969, Woodstock started. And on Saturday, August 16th in 1954, Sports Illustrated published its first issue, and also Taika Waititi turned 50. That is all for this week in pop culture history.
In my anime news, a trailer released for One Piece Season 2 coming to Netflix in 2026. Additionally, Season 3 is confirmed to be in production. We got a first look at a lot of characters: Smoker, Princess Vivi, Robin, and one of the giants. I can't remember which one. And it is also confirmed again that the season would end with the Drum Island arc, which means season 3 is most definitely. And so part of me wonders if all of season 3 is going to be the Arabasta Kingdom arc.
Is that his brother?
That is Vivi's kingdom.
Okay.
That makes me, I wonder if that's going to be the whole season. And also, another thing is, Luffy's brother pops up there in the anime, but he doesn't pop up there in the manga. So it'll be interesting to see if he even pops up there at all.
That's what I remember you telling me about.
So yeah, that'll be interesting to see if that happens. But yeah, I've been wondering if season 3 is going to be just the Desert Kingdom, or if it's going to do that and then it's going to go into the next arc, which is the arc that I'm like, dude, that one. And depending on how they approach that one's going to be a little controversial.
Yeah.
Just in the way people here lately have been reacting to certain things in shows, where I'm like, we'll see who overreacts to what.
Yeah.
But
even having not seen the show, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so I am very excited.
I need to finish season 1.
I got the Lego sets. I got Buggy's Circus, and I got the bar.
Yes.
I got the 2 cheaper sets.
Yeah.
I want to get the 2 other sets, the Arlong Park and the Going Merry, and I would love to get the Baron Tide, but that is
the big dog?
Not happening anytime soon. I got to get the Zelda set if I'm going to spend that much on a Zelda on a Lego set first before it gets discontinued. Anime adaptation of the One Piece novel One Piece Heroines has been announced. It's a series of short stories focused on the female heroes of the One Piece franchise. This Monster Wants to Eat Me premieres October 2nd. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle first movie has announced its English cast, including the addition of Rebecca Wang as Koyuki and Channing Tatum as Kaizo.
Isn't that the lead?
Not a lead. No,
the lead. Oh,
he's just a character. No, they're not replacing the kid with Channing Tatum.
I haven't seen it.
The English dub is coming to theaters September 16th. Select theaters, I assume. Yeah. That's just crazy.
Channing Tatum.
This Channing Tatum. It's one thing for one of the actors in the live-action Dragon Ball movie to do Dragon Ball so he can apologize for what he has done.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's another thing to just randomly have Channing Tatum, and it's not like a Ghibli movie. I'm like, oh yeah, they're getting a big name, so people know. It's just, part of me wonders if he likes Demon Slayer.
I feel like he is a nerd,
and was just
I feel like I've heard him say that before.
And was just like, hey, can I be in Demon Slayer?
Can you do it, please? I can see him doing that too.
To Your Eternity Season 3 premieres October 4th, and Kingdom Season 6 premieres October 4th. And in my comics news, the following stories were confirmed for the Batman Deadpool crossover comic, in addition to the stories confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con for the Deadpool Batman comic. So there's going to be the Deadpool Batman comic, which is from Marvel, and the Batman Deadpool comic, which is from DC. Mm-hmm. If that's not confusing at all. Batman comes first.
2 separate things?
Well, it's 2 separate things, I think, but they might share like an ongoing story.
Yeah.
I don't know. From what I can tell, Deadpool/Batman is Marvel and Batman/Deadpool is DC.
Yeah.
But anyway, the following stories are going to be side stories in the Batman Deadpool, in addition to the ones announced previously. Constantine meets Doctor Strange. Harley Quinn meets the Hulk. Nightwing meets X-23/Wolverine, because I want to say she's the current Wolverine in the comics. And then Static Shock and Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel.
I love those.
It was confirmed that a Batman Beyond Static Shock comic series would be coming. I can't remember the date because I didn't write down the date, but that is also coming. That's my comics news and my anime news this week.
I got a couple of comics news. On the DC side of things, on Superman for the 16th episode in a row, it became the highest grossing Superman film ever domestically, passing Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. It released on digital on August 15th, with James Gunn saying it is releasing on digital early so everyone can see the film before Peacemaker Season 2 comes out next week. Behind the scenes look at David Cornsweet in a suit without the trunks was revealed. Mr. Terrific's fight sequence was officially released, and Superman's speech was officially released. In Clayface, Max Minghella is in talks to star in a supporting role. A new Superman animated short called Crypto Saves the Day was released. We got our first clip from Peacemaker Season 2. And James Gunn, when asked if Margot Robbie will return as Harley Quinn in the DCU, said, quote, "That will be revealed down the line." He also said he's actively looking to bring back Idris Elba as Bloodsport in the DCU, and says he completed the treatment for the next film in the Superman saga, and he hopes to begin production on it soon. On Marvel side of things, Marvel's Iron Man and His Awesome Friends, as we previously mentioned, premiered on Disney Junior on August 11th. Spider-Man Brand New Day, for the 4th episode in a row, we got a new behind-the-scenes teaser. The Fantastic Four First Steps, for the 7th episode in a row, passed $430 million worldwide. It's now eyeing to end its box office run at $490 to $510 million. New look at the team in their original suits, and Paul Walter Hauser said he told 70 to 80 random people that he was playing Mole Man. Ryan Reynolds shared a possible tease that he's going to be in Avengers Doomsday on Instagram for the 3rd episode in a row. Thunderbolts releases on Disney Plus on August 27th, and Marvel's Zombies got an official release date of September 24th on Disney Plus, described as a 4-episode TVMA event series, including Shang-Chi, Yelena, Kate Bishop, Red Guardian, Scarlet Witch, Blade, Ms. Marvel, and more, which means, weirdly, we will see Mahershala Ali's Blade in Marvel Zombies before live action. And celebrity deaths, Bobby Whitlock was 77, Derek and the Dominoes founder. Lorna Raver was 81, Drag Me to Hell and The Young and the Restless star. Nazima was 77, she was an Indian actress. N.O.B. was 61, Japanese singer, dies from kidney cancer. Jacques Marshall was 70, he was a French actor. And Nicolas Bouquer was 52, a French voice actor dub. And on sources... my sources this week were Deadline, Movie Insider, writer of Pop Culture, popculture.net, Hollywood Reporter, The Wrap, Entertainment Weekly, THR, Collider, at Real Schlep, Cosmic Marvel, and of course, Discussing Film.
Want to thank my sources this week: Discussing Film, IGN, Crunchyroll, Jeff Keighley, and the official sites and socials of the studios and projects mentioned today. I should say, before we move on, we are recording this on Friday instead of Saturday like we usually do. So if anything major is announced tomorrow, as usual, it'll be included in next week's episode. Just because of circumstances out of our control, we cannot record as usual. But now we're on to, we are going to make up for last week's very disappointing quiz.
Yes.
And I got a new quiz for Jay. It's another anime one. I'm going to tell him anime titles, and he has to tell me if he thinks they are real or fake.
Just the titles, which, as we've mentioned on the podcast before, could also double as synopses.
Yeah. So we will see how Jay does. It's timed for 5. It is timed for 5 minutes, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can also press pause if I need to. Yuri on Ice.
True. Or real.
Sergeant Frog.
Real. Oh, shoot.
Run Away. My Teacher is a Ghost.
Fake. I feel like that one was real.
Chikako, the Child of Many Wisdom.
Fake.
Log Horizon.
Real.
Monkey Dojo Adventure.
Real.
Assassination Classroom.
I feel like I've heard of that one. I'm going to say real.
The Last Potato.
Fake.
Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex Solid State Society.
Real? I've heard of Ghost in the Shell.
Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn.
Real?
Death Billiards.
Fake.
Yukiko and the Magic Clam.
Real.
Turn Left, Turn Right, Go On.
Real.
Problem children are coming from another world, aren't they?
Fake. I feel like I've gone too much real.
Fairy Sisters Hack and Slash.
Real? I take it that was fake from your face.
Hayate the Combat Butler.
Fake.
Gunbuster 2.
Fake. Oh no.
5 centimeters per second.
Real.
Livestock Complacency.
Fake.
Psychano, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend Flat.
Real.
Behind the Silent Window.
Real.
Batum.
Fake.
Kiss Him, Not Me.
Real.
The Scarlet Dancer.
Real.
Bladence of Elementalers.
Fake.
Naoko, Natsu, Nishi, and Me.
Whoa, real?
Classroom Restaurant of Doom.
Fake.
I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying.
Real.
Black River Orange Sun.
Fake.
And finally, Akihiko, Kiss Demon, Kill Demon.
Real. Can I guess how well I did?
Yeah, you can guess how well you did.
Not good.
Give me a
I feel like the further I went out of 30.
Yeah, give me a percentage. Or like how many out of 30?
My gut says 30 or 40%.
You got 53%. Yuri on Ice is real. Sergeant Frog is real. Runaway, My Teacher is a Ghost.
Did I say Sergeant Frog was fake?
No, you said.
Oh, you're going in order.
Yeah,
okay,
is real.
Okay.
Runaway, My Teacher is a Ghost is fake. Chikako, the Child of Many Wisdom is fake. Log Horizon is real. Monkey Dojo Adventure was fake. So you got that one wrong.
So I got like the first 5.
You got the first 5 right. Monkey Dojo Adventure was fake. Assassination Classroom was indeed real. The Last Potato was indeed fake. Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex Solid State Society was indeed real, as was Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn.
See, here's what I was worried about. The long titles like that, I'm like, they're going to change one word.
It's not that they're changing
not that kind
one
of thing?
word. No,
Okay.
If it was fake, it was a completely
Made up.
new,
Okay.
made up title. Death Billiards, you said was real. It's fake. Yukiko the Magic Clam is fake. You said it was real. Turn left, turn right, go on is fake. You said it was real. Problem Children are coming from another world, aren't they? Is real. You said it was fake. Fairy Sisters Hack and Slash is fake. You said it was real. Hayate the Combat Butler, you said it was fake. It's real. Gunbuster 2, you said it was fake. It's real. 5 centimeters per second is real. You were right on that one. Livestock Complacency is indeed fake. Psychono, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend Flat is indeed real. Behind the Silent Window is fake. You said it was real. Batum is real. You said it was fake. Kiss Him, Not Me is indeed real. The Scarlet Dancer is fake. You said it was real. Blade Dance of Elementalers is real. You said it was fake. Naoko Natsunishi and Me is real. Is fake. You said it was real. Classroom Restaurant of Doom is indeed fake. I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying is indeed real. Black River Orange Sun is indeed fake. And Akihiko Kiss Demon Kill Demon is fake. You got that last one wrong as well.
Listen, every time you'd be like, you said it was fake, it is real. It's like, oh no. I was doing so well in the first half.
You did so well. You only got out of the first 1, 2, 3, 4,
First 15.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of the first 10, you only got 1 wrong.
But then I went on like an
1, 2,
8 streak.
3, 4, 5, 6. You got 7 wrong in a row. You got 3
no.
right, 2 wrong, 1 right, 3 wrong, 3 right, 1 wrong.
Here's the thing. What does it say about anime? That Yukiko the Clam sounds like a real thing that I swear I've heard that before. Whatever it was. What was it?
Yukiko and the Magic Clam?
Yukiko and the Magic Clam. I swear I've heard that before.
You haven't.
I swear I've heard of some of those, and you never know.
So
you
yeah, on that note, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those interactive things. Be sure to follow the podcast at Mondays for Nerds on most social medias. Follow me, Tristan Stump, at Sir Stumpslot or Sir Stumpslot 17 on most social medias.
Follow me at PoThePanda001 or Chris M. Pratt Fan or Chris M. Pratt on social medias.
And we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.